I mean, the basic premise of it is a group of spacefaring people crash land on a planet, and you gotta try and get off the planet again. And that, of course, means surviving long enough. I have it set on somewhat challenging for its difficulty, and I have the AI, which is like the storyteller, set to random. So random events will happen. Instead of it, there's a bunch of different AI storytellers that you can pick. Well, there's 3. That sort of determine how the game goes. You know, whether it has a scaling difficulty, or... Are we out of steel? 1 second here. No, this should just be taking wood. What are you guys doing? There we go. Alright, and it looks like this is not connecting to here, so we do have to build some wires. Which is fine. Now, I'm not sure how much it is now. I think it's currently $30. My brother ended up buying this for me for Christmas, and I think he got it when they were having all of their, like, Steam Super Sales, or whatever you want to call it. But it's definitely worth watching for a while if you're not familiar with it. I've loved it. You have no idea. Alright, add a bill. Butcher creatures, we'll do that forever. Add bills for these. Simple, fine, which no one has the skill to do yet, and lavish, which also no one has the skill to do yet. But they'll get there. Same with this table. Do until we have 10. Use anything. Probably shouldn't require or allow them to butcher humans, but food is food at this moment. We don't have any cannibals in our colony, but what we do have is a bunch of starving people. Alright, so these rooms don't need to be kept terribly cold. We'll put them down to 20 degrees Celsius. And now, let's have our people cut some plants, because we are getting hungry. We'll set everyone to hunt some rabbits. Alright, so they'll eat some berries, and then they'll go hunting. Now, unfortunately, none of my people have any skills when it comes to hunting whatsoever. So... I am from United States. So... Michigan. I do my best to be articulate. Now, that being said, like I said earlier, I do apologize. I don't have nearly as much energy in the morning. Currently, for me here, it's morning. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. The local hare has gone mad and will start attacking everybody it sees. To arms, my friends! To arms! Great, nobody got injured, so everyone back to sleep. We'll butcher that in the morning. Because my biggest thing is, I'm pretty congested until I've had enough coffee in my system. Oh, he's eating raw meat. Strumple. Come on, man. Jeebus! You're gonna get food poisoning. Just saying. Now that we have some food, Kat should be spending her time cooking. Should. In theory. Let's learn how to make microelectronics. We need to learn how to make defensive turrets pretty early. Oh, I put my cooler so far away from our house for production. You know, we might actually make a different kitchen up here. Because otherwise, most of their time cooking is going to be spent while walking back and forth. Also, if you have any questions about the game, feel free to ask. Because if you have questions, either I'm happy to share the information, or if I don't know the answer, it's something that I probably should know. And we'll learn. This game is a lot about learning by doing, which is one of the reasons I love it. Alright, Cat is having major issues. Ate raw food. Well, they're cooking now. Awful barracks. Alright, well, we are getting food now, so our first harvest of crops is coming in. And Gorpia is suffering from heat stroke. But only a little bit. It's just a little heat stroke. Not good. Alright, let's get a stone cutter table. If we start... Stone is not flammable. One of the big problems in this game is always fire. So if you build all of your stuff out of wood, as I'm currently doing, it's very easy for it to all just burn down. So that's why I like to try and move everything over to stone as soon as we can. What was that? That sound usually means something happened, and I have no idea why. Let's clean up this bedroom before people go to bed. They're already going to be upset enough that they're having to share a bedroom. There's no point in them also being upset about the bedroom being dirty. I think tomorrow we will work on getting new houses. It's not exactly pretty, but it'll do. We really need to get this out of the rain. Okay, so first step is we need to make a kitchen that is a lot closer to this. So what we're going to do is let's do it like this. We're going to actually connect the buildings, but we're going to make an airlock first so that every time they go through the doors, they don't let all of the cold air from the freezer out. Or at least that's the theory. Production. Oh, actually, we can just reinstall these, I think. No, we can't. That stinks. That means this was a huge waste of resources, but I was not thinking, so... Where's the shame? A group of travelers are passing by, but they have nothing to trade, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Now, if we wanted, we could do something crazy like attack them, but then that would lower relations with them, and we don't really want to do that. Fault in an electrical conduit has caused a short circuit, which also discharged all of our batteries during a solar flare, in which our panels and everything stopped charging and working. This game. Well, unfortunately, that means we have no coolers working. But in theory, that shouldn't be such a problem. Because of the airlocks we set up, most of the cool air should stay in the building anyway. should. Allowing anything. Same with the stove over here. And like I said earlier, none of my people have the skill to do these other meals, and so they won't even attempt it. But the bills, the work order, will stay on there until somebody does have the skill. And as they cook, their skill will slowly increase. So... why are you eating raw food? What is Cat doing? Cat is butchering apples. Which is fine, except she's not cooking them. Oh, because it's a solar flare. None of our stoves work. It's a bit of a nuisance. Materials. I know, you're hungry. Unfortunately, I kinda did all of this in a really, really poor order. This is forcing our people to eat a lot of raw food, which they don't like, and you can get food poisoning from. Now, I've never seen food poisoning to be fatal, but it just makes people unhappy. And it doesn't, you know... Oh. And the other unfortunate thing is they'll stop working while throwing up. This is, Kirgo, this is Rimworld. And I love it. As much as I hate it, I love it. This is a very RNG-heavy game that I'm playing right now because you can set it so that the storyteller, basically the events in the game aren't as random, but I always play it on random. Randy random! And so it can be very RNG-heavy. Which, you know, just like Darkest Dungeon, I love RNG. Eating a bunch of raw potatoes. I need someone cooking. Now, Cat should be cooking. Okay, Cat is now cooking. Alright. You love RNG to a point. Well, I mean, that's fair. And this game, if you're smart and you're willing to save scum, like every colony, no matter how random it is, can beat the game. But I always play on permadeath mode, which means the only save you get is when you quit the game. So you can't save scum. Because, I mean, like, I could just keep constantly, you know, saving the game, and then if some event happened and it didn't go the way I wanted it to, I could just keep reloading until we get the result we want. Exactly, Kirgo, and that's why I play on permadeath. Because the whole reason I play it on Randy Random is because I like the RNG. So, now that being said, that means we end up having to restart a lot of colonies because every once in a while, the RNG will completely trash you.